Alright, top 7 answers on the board. I feel like Family Feud. Anyway, those are the answers. If you did them, what you might have noticed is that the key of F, which was F, A, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F, writing it very quickly, has 1 flat. This key has 2 flats, 3 flats, 4 flats. The amount of flats increases. And same goes with the sharps. 1 sharp, 2 sharps, 3 sharps, 4 sharps in the key of E. There's a certain order to this. What you may have noticed or may not have noticed, in the key of F we had B flat. In the next one we had B flat and E flat. Here we have B flat and E flat and A flat. Here we have B flat, E flat, A flat and D flat. So the same flats keep coming back. And same goes with the sharps. F sharp is in each of these keys. As soon as there's 2, you got C sharp, which is here and here as well. Then we add G sharp, which gets added here as well. Then D sharp, which would get added in scales that have more sharps as well. There's an order to this, so like I want to show you guys. So let me remove this for a second. So in the case of flats, we get B flat, and then E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, F flat. And then we got 7 different flats. There are only 7 different notes in a key before you reach the octave. Octave, octopus, 8. You know, the 8th one is the same as the first one. So there are 7 different notes. As soon as you hit a key that has 7 flats, you got the maximum amount of flats, at least that you would usually encounter. Now, what you might notice, the top row, I wrote them down in a zigzag pattern. The top row descends. B, A, G, F, it goes back in steps. As does the bottom row. E, back to D, back to C. So as long as you know the first 2, and you know that flats lower a note, that you need to go back, that's your well, it helps you remember this. As long as you know the first 2, you can remember the rest. The same thing goes for sharps, actually. So with sharps, we start with F sharp, and then we get C sharp, and then you raise each one. So after F comes G, after C comes D, after G comes A, after D comes E, after A comes B, and then you got 7 different sharps. As long as you know the first 2, and you know that sharps raise a note, that you need to go up, then you can remember the rest of the accidentals. Oh, that's what they're called, accidentals. This could be important, because if you ever want to notate something which you may or may not want to do, then you need to know, well, first of all, which note is where, but you also need to know which accidentals we put at the start of what we're writing to let our reader know which key we're in. So if we're in a key containing 5 sharps, that would be the key of B, then we get F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. And you need to know the order in which to write them, so it always looks the same, so it's very easy to identify which key something is in. Okay, now we are ready to do something a bit more fun.